Good afternoon. Sorry for the delay, but we're about to get with it. So you see the post, $33 to 1,500 on SPX. How did I see it? What did I do? I'm gonna break that down. Let a few of you guys get in. Then we're gonna talk about it. I want to talk about it, and I came on live an hour before we hit power hour, just so that we could break down the play and also look at some plays. Probably make some money. I had a few one-on-ones, so I couldn't hit you guys with the $100 before lunch. But let's see if we can still get in. Thank you, Miss Gabrielle. K. Watts, thank y'all for checking in. Just already off the rip, let's actually take this over to bar chart. Inside of Discord, if you're not already in Discord and taking plays, you are missing out. My partner Court signal for a zero a hero, 695 call on SPY, and it was 10 cent when he signaled it. Let me see, where is that trade? Oh, what happened? Hold up. That must not be. Let me go in here. Find the trade. Hold on, guys. Where is that trade? I think it's here. Boom. Right here. 695 calls, 0 DTE, $10 a contract. I mean, I was about to go grab it and boom, it was gone. Already up 163%, $25. No stop loss, he's in runners. That thing is gone. I definitely see it pushing up. You can see a lot of stuff on my chart. I called some plays today, and let's kind of move some of the noise. I just want to take my indicators off for now. So let's hide a little bit of the noise and see where the setups were. So today we were in a little bit of a mind my business. We don't see the trade yet. So I kept seeing us test this level and not push high. Always remember, going up the mountain is harder than coming down the mountain. So it's easier just to grab those puts when we're seeing it than to push back up, unless we're starting to see like a late day pump. So once I saw this break it down, I gave a play about right here for puts, 688 puts. And you see my TPs here. I moved them down so we could be able to see them. 688 puts. My first TP was 690, pretty much even, 689.50, and then 688 85. And all of those hit. I literally took profit at TP1. I tried to close my TP3 and it didn't get me filled, so I closed it a little bit closer to TP2 range, between TP2 and 1 on the second contract. I saw this selling down again, and I was like, okay, if we reject, we're making lower highs. Let me grab back in there again. So I hopped back in for a 866 put, got down here on this wick, boom, another 100% return. And then you can see this move up. Same with the take profit TP1, 2, and 3. You could have just reversed this on calls, and we started to get a push up. So the market has been given today. For most people, this may be hard to see where money could have been made. And today kind of tested people's patience. So if you got jammed up today, don't kick the bucket. Just go about the weekend, enjoy it, come back Friday. I think we may push up to a higher high. The market likes to give sentiment and give emotional range for investors. So we pushed down today, but something in my head said they may want to close this green, which was how I saw it for yesterday. So let's talk about the SPX play that went bananas. So let me swing back over here on Discord, go into my channel. Again, if you're not in Discord, you're missing out. If you want to get inside of Discord, let me get that link for you guys, because there is a special going on. And I do want to say that I have multiple specials this week, and some are ending tonight at midnight tonight. I have those 2 for 1, 2 for 100 one-on-ones that ends tonight, max 10 per person. So make sure you're tapping in. But if you want to get the plays inside of Discord, here's the link. Let me also I'll probably drop it on the banner as well. But you want to use my name, Dr. Chaz, and that gets you 50% off. I recommend you get the yearly or the lifetime, because it's going to come with free one-on-ones for me, and you're going to get signals from about nine of us inside the trade. So again, I wanted to let everybody know who was struggling. I'm here to help. But let's look at those plays from yesterday and let's talk about it. Look at the time. Let me go to the one when I first dropped it. Oh, I got to close out of that one. Boop. There we go. Got that out. So, want you guys to peep the time. Now, at this time, I am riding to Walmart to go get my wife some lunch. She wanted some chimichangas. So, it's 2:39, and I know when I go in this Walmart, my Wi-Fi doesn't work that well. So, I'm trying to connect, and I'm trying to get in this trade. I literally told everyone in Discord about the play before it happens, and I told them what to anticipate. So, here we go. SPX at 69.41. You see the arrow, the 200 MA right here. I'm telling everybody, this is literally 69.60 in that area. SPX can make a run for the 200 MA. Look where I'm telling you guys, it's 235 end of day. That's why we're on early to see if we get a replay of this particular setup. It's doing power hours. So at 235, I'm literally giving the play 9 minutes later. 4 minutes later. While I'm giving the play, I couldn't even get in. It ran away. $33 went up to 230. $197 profit. Like, you just can't make this stuff up. The market be printing if you know what to look for. So I hop back in. I'm like, hey, it's going there. It's going to get there. I'm trying to transfer some money because the play already went and I had already used the capital. I was going to trade for the day. So I hop back in. I keep looking and boom, look at the time. I signaled it at 2:35. At 2:39, it was already up $197. And by 2:55, when the market was about to close, this thing was well over almost $1,000, 962. Read it. If you don't understand options, let's break it down. No, this is not the play that I was in. This is on my watch list. But when I added it, it was $33. The price as it went up to 950 with a profit of 962 freaking dollars. Like, but freaking nanas. I had to just stop screenshotting it. We just looked at it at 255. At 258, it was over $1,000. A $33 contract that I looked at. I'm walking around Walmart freaking the F out because I'm like, poor Wi-Fi. I'm trying to find the chimichangas. I can't find the candy owl. And I'm in a trade. So I did hop in. Were my returns that great? Hell no. Hell no. Because what? I got in my trade at $25 and I'm like, my Wi-Fi is bad. Let me just go ahead and hit the sell button at 100%. Had I not done that, I would have made over $300. Let's see. Oh, I didn't post it. So I kept it on my watch list to see what the trade was, what it would end had I held it. Yeah, 320 at the end of the day. I was freaking sick. Catch the replay. Thank you so much, Terrence. So let's see if we get that again. $33 to over $1,500 in SPX. It can be done. You'll see a lot of people on Instagram. You'll see a lot of people on YouTube saying, the 10-minute trader, the 15-minute trader, the 5-minute trader. And all of that is enticing. But if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't have the capital and you don't know how to see the setup on a trade, it's not going to work for you. You're going to blow way more money than trying to catch that setup because that setup doesn't happen at the end of the day every day. But you got about 70 to 80% of the time that it can play out. But heck, for $33, let's say you bought 10, you would have turned $330 into 15,000 in less than 30 minutes. That's crazy. So I just had to come on here and rant and rave and like show you guys the power of the market and see if we get that toward the end of the day. So we got about 45 minutes before we hit power hour. Let's see if we get enough. We got enough action to get there. Again, we just saw that trade from court go from $10 to over 25, and I wanted you guys to see it. And I think this is delayed. Let me go on the 5-minute. There we go. And put these on candlesticks. I'm on bar chart just so you guys can run the playback on looking at the option contract. So court called that play about here. It was $10, and then boom, less than 5 minutes later, this got as high as $31. So again, very much so. Thinking we're going to have an end of day run, and this is what I'm looking at. If you go up on a daily, a higher time frame. Again, let me cut some of the noise out. We pulled back yesterday. We pulled back due to earnings, and I did a video, very great video, must I say, on Sunday about earnings plays and setups and contracts you could have taken. Bank of America's up, AAL's down, and those contracts printed. So hope you guys took some of those swing plays. Take a look out. I'll probably do another live on Saturday to go over the most anticipated earnings for this coming week, so we can see what swing plays that we can take. So I think I went over multiple tickers. Let's actually go to Earnings Whisper, and I can show you guys which ones I went over. Oh, they already got it up. So here, if you want to take a look, this is what I'll be going over next week. Let's get a preview. I'll definitely be looking at Walt Disney, Tyson, Palantir, DaVita. Again, dialysis is really big. I probably won't trade it. Pfizer, PepsiCo, Bank of America. Oh, this is gonna be a long episode when I do this on Saturday. SMCI, Chipotle, Enphase, AMD. Whoo, the list goes on. Uber, Alphabet, ARM, Qualcomm, O'Reilly, Snap, Elf. I see who else I might take a look at. Amazon. Why does it? I don't know why that button like to sit there. I'm like, I know what I'm trying to see. There we go. Amazon, Robux, Reddit, Affirm, probably Under Armour, and maybe probably it's probably gonna be whack, but we'll take a look at Toyota. But I will be going over the earnings this upcoming week. Everybody be on dot Wi-Fi. That's probably so. Like, but I was trying not to use my Wi-Fi in Walmart. Like, I was just using my 5G. But when I go in that store, the my 5G cuts down to 3 and it lags bad, so I didn't want to like lose on my trade just because I can't see the play training, my play changing. So I tapped into the Wi-Fi and was able to close the trade. But yeah, you got a point. They all be on the Wi-Fi. So again, this probably Saturday's episode is going to be rather long because we got quite a bit of tickets to run through, and I do them pretty quick. If you go watch that last episode, I go through them fairly fast. But let's look at the last ones that I went over and show you those bangers. Let's get on their page so we can go to the previous weeks. Okay, that was, yeah. Let's keep going, keep going. Where is the picture? Where is it? Where is it? Did I take it down? Oh, not quite. Almost at the one that I wanted to show. I probably should have had this already saved out. There we go. So this is what I went over this past week. We did Boeing, United Health Group, UPS, GM, Microsoft, Meta, Tesla, MasterCard, Caterpillar, Nook, Apple, Visa, SoFi, American Express, Verizon, and Exxon. Went over all those tickers, gave analysis on how to trade them and what I wouldn't trade based on cost or implied volatility. Oh, we also went over IBM and Waste Management. So went through quite a bit of tickers. On Sunday. Gonna go through quite a bit on Saturday. So make sure you tap in if you're wanting to trade earnings. Trading around earnings is definitely not for beginners. So don't just jump at this if you're new. It can definitely grow your account, but it can definitely blow your account if you're not prepared and don't know what you're doing. So again, tap in. I do still have those 2-for-1 1-on-1s. If you want to grab them, let me pop that banner up. All you got to do is shoot me your email address, send it through Zelle or Cash App, or shoot me an email. That is my email address. You can say, hey, Chaz, I bought the 2-for-1s. How do I get scheduled? And I'll know your name versus your YouTube name and subscriber, all of that good stuff. So I'm going to pop that one down because it kind of gets in the way on the screen. But again, there's my email address. Let's see if I can get that one. Let's show it, but have it. Let's do some editing. There we go. There you go. So now it's out of the way. So you can email me once you sign up, Zelle, that email address, or Cash App. you'll be able to lock in those 2-for-1 one-on-ones. Again, 2 for $100. Get 2 one-on-ones with me. They're customized, they're not recorded. And we go over the topics that are addressing you, whether that's charting for future Forex options or crypto, whether that's entry, exit. If it's just, I'm just new and I need to get started. Again, I'll give y'all the finesse and the sauce. Hey, come in real close because I'm going to whisper this and I'll probably edit this out. But my mentorship is $2,000 for 8 weeks with me. The one-on-ones are 2 for 1. Listen, buy you 10, you get 20 sessions with me. Hey, if I can't fix you after 20 sessions, hey, it's probably you and not me and not the markets. But you could get double the sessions with me if you bought 10 of the 2-for-1 one-on-ones and locked in. Or you can just get the 8-week mentorship. If you're smart, you'll meet with me 2 or 3 times a week and be a great trader. Get analysis on your charting, get up to date how does the one-on-one go? Let me just break that down. You get an hour with me. The first 5 or 10 minutes we're going over real-time news, whether we got economic data, what's going on in the markets, or what earnings are playing out. Then we go into your problem. Do you struggle with setting up your chart? Do you need entry, exit? Are you mismanaging capital? Are you just anxious? We go over all of that inside of that customized session, and I jam pack it with so much information to make sure you're getting your value in each one. It's like, I almost don't want you to come back. I do want your money, but I don't want you to come back. I want you to be able to get these sessions, fix your problems, and just make more money. That's the ultimate goal. So again, if you're smart, again, it's max 10 per person. Somebody drop 10s in the comment, say, hey, you can get 2-for-1 one-on-ones with Chaz, max 10 per person, because I don't want to see y'all more than that outside of a year. That's almost more time than I spend with my family. So 10, max 10. They're 2-for-1. So 2 for $100. Zelle or Cash App. If you're purchasing more than 5, I can send you a pay link. Between that 5 and 10, I can send you a pay link if you want to use your credit card. Some people may want to go through the Stripe link so they can charge it with their business credit card and things like that. So you can just shoot me an email and say, hey, Chaz, I want to get 5, I want to get 7, I want to get 8 other 2-for-1s, or I'm getting 10, I'm going to get the max. This is the optimal opportunity. If you and your friends want to learn, you be the shero or the hero. Go ahead and buy those 10, divvy up amongst your friends, write it off. Everybody's getting their taxes right now. And I'm going to show you guys, don't go out here and try to let your cousin Ray Ray or your baby daddy flip your taxes. They're going to lose your money. Come and learn how to trade options with me and, flip your money the right way, compound it. Learn the stock market. The money is going to be here and you want to be able to get it. So let's do it. So off of our sponsor of the show, which is Trade by Dr. Chaz. Let's get back into these charts and see if we can make some money. Right now we're holding 692 support level. This is how I like to trade. I like a real clean chart. You can see where the resistance levels are. You might ask, like, Chaz, why are your candles blue and red? Are you like with the bills or something? I don't even know who has blue and red colors. But no, I just got tired of seeing red and green, so I changed these to blue just to give it a little switch up. And so right now, I'd be probably setting me an alert for over that wick crossing up. That way we don't have to watch it the whole time. And then I can see, okay, if we can get above there, we can come back and retrace the high and look to see if we hit all-time highs. Now, why would I be looking for that? Well, one, I like to see about history and does it repeat itself. So if we go back to the last day of January last year, where's the last day? Here. Nope, there's the 31st. So here's the 31st. We opened at 607. We hit a high of 609 and closed at 601. So we closed lower with a red candle. I'm thinking they may want to end the sentiment high and we push up to high. But if we keep the reverence and the span from the high to low, there was about an $8 loss. Also, we start February off down. Red February. So we push down, push up mid-month, and then right after after Valentine's Day, we start to sell down. Does anybody know what the catalyst was for this selling down? I'll give you guys a few minutes to tell me, and then we'll break down how this might retrace for the new year. So anybody know why the market sold off last year in February? What was the catalyst? And that's going to segue us into what's going to be the catalyst this year if we hit the same sentiment. If we do get the same sentiment, I'm going to go over a couple catalysts that I think. But drop those comments. Let me know, what do y'all know why the market sold off in February? Tariffs. Thank you so much, Juice. Is it Drews Johnson? I think you're new here. Thank you so much for tapping in. So the tariffs, that is exactly right. Trump said he was going to invoke those tariffs and the market sold off. So will we get a repeat of this year? He said he was putting tariffs off, I think, until March 1st. If he comes back and say, haha, I lied, I'm going to put them on, that could bring the markets down. Also, if we have WAR, that could bring the markets down as well. I don't really know what words I can say on YouTube yet, or what'll get me flagged and banned. So I'm still learning. So I try to censor some of the things I say. But war, tariffs, the dollar, a lot of things can put us in a whirlwind to invoke the same sentiment. So we look at market structure, market sentiment, also historical. So if I go to equity clock, I found out about equity clock from my mentor Diamond Dave. You can see here we pushed up mid February, and then after mid February we just sold off. So that could, again, we know the movement of what happened historically. We just don't really know what that catalyst could be. So we can tap into Chat GPT, get some Chris and Renee. Thank you so much for tapping in. I know a lot of people at work tapping in while they're still working, so I appreciate it. But that sentiment, so we can see this can be bearish, a bearish pull down, and that was a lot of freaking points, over 50 something points coming into February. So again, sentiment wise, I think sometimes they like to kind of make the books look good and close the market high, and then we can sell out. So I'm looking for a possible test. Did we hit my? We're gonna probably tag my alert. Got a couple more cent, about 20 more cent before we tag my alert. But I'm gonna look to see if we retest this high of like 698. $6, can they do it? And people are like, oh, they're not gonna make that move at the end of the day. It certainly can make that move at the end of the day. We went almost 200% on the ATR on Wednesday. So another $7 puts us at that $14 move on the day, and that would put us at a new all-time high. But again, what happens? What happens when we hit all-time highs? SPX hit all-time highs, hit that 702. What happened? Sold all that out. People were excited, and boom, drop of almost 150, 200 points down here. So you got to be prepared that what comes with that. When we hit all-time highs, we get profit taking. So you got to be prepared for it. Could be a dip move. It could be a dip more due to a possible government shutdown tomorrow. That definitely could be the next catalyst. We are a big drop. So definitely knowing like what's to come, then we can start predicting. Okay, I know what should happen on the chart. Now we just wait for that catalyst. So a government shutdown could definitely drop some sentiment back. We saw February 1st of the year. I'm sorry, not first of the year, first of the month was bearish for February. So let's take a look. I like to go into, we could go into Weeble and look at some of those contracts. I even looked at some mid contracts from March, no, February 20th. So let me take you guys on. All right. I don't know if you guys can hear that. No, you probably didn't because I didn't cut the volume on, but we did hit. My alert just went off. We hit the target. Now we're pushing up. We can still look at those calls. If you're looking to take it, um, sorry, got to go back to SPY. We hit that alert. SPY would stay if you're getting in right now. As I'm going over this 693, 694 calls, for safety. That 698, where I'm thinking we'll get to at the end of the day, is gonna be a Hail Mary, 0 or hero. So don't play with that just yet. We got to get more confirmation, and we can see this selling down. We got some selling sell order blocks here, and this was our resistance level. That's why I wanted that alert there, and I want that alert right back there because it triggered, but it's still not time. So we're gonna come back over here. Did it hit? It went off again, but I'm like, it did not trigger. Why is it going off? Let me put that at crossing up. There we go. Now I got my alert again. I gotta remember, guys. I be forgetting to take notes that I need to get my monitor set up, my portable monitors. I don't have no space station trading. I use just my laptop and my phone, and I'll be good to go. But if we step back here and let's take a road down following the money, if we think there's going to be some pullbacks come February, so there's usually a little bit of inkling on the chain to let us know some little nuggets to see. So I like to start with IWM and work my way up because IWM is going to be the most affordable. So again, climbing the ladder. IWM, SPY, then QQQ, then SPX. So we're going to go out at monthly on IWM, and then we want to take a look at puts and see where the volume and open interest is. And there's a little nugget sitting here. I think it was on the 20th. So let's go find that nugget. Or did they already get out? Dang it. I'm gonna have to come back on here in my on the video that I had with the client from this morning because they got out of position. They took some of that profit level, but this morning before it starts dropping, we could already see people lined up in 3-digit size contracts on IWM. Where did they go? There they go. Oh, there they go. Oh, somebody come. What's that little thing? Will you look at that? Somebody come look at this. Somebody come look at this. There's some nuggets here for those pullbacks come February. So right about that same time it sold off last year, some people are sitting out here. That's pretty nice. So it's like, well, Chaz, I don't have $320 just laying around. Well, you might have $320 in a savings account. I have $320 on a cash advance. Or even coming out here, we still have triple digits at the 251. You can go with a little safer 250. It's 212, 213. That's a lot of people sitting out there. So I want to drop these nuggets for you guys to see. So when we come back on the 20th, I say, haha, Chastity showed us on January 30th to look at these contracts. There were some nuggets on the chain that showed us, you know, over 100,000 in open interest. And I'm sure a lot of profit taking happened because these are up 20, 40%. Again, when hedge funds or people with large portfolios, when they get their 10 to 20%, they can go on and jump ship. They don't have to hold them for a long time. People want to take their profits. They definitely do. So again, here we see those buy orders. So people are coming in. We got a support line. So we can start looking at those calls for coming in closer, 692, 693, and see if we get bullish into the close and want to close green. And if we close green or make a new high, I'm definitely gonna be looking at puts. So we'll come back down to IWM. Let's jump over to SPY and look at that next contract. Somebody should say, Chastity, why are you looking at the February 20th? Well, if you've ever done a one-on-one with me, you know that's the monthly contract. It's going to be the most volatile, have more activity on the chain. So it's just our go-to. So when we get into SPY, let's go find our nuggets on SPY. So 687 has some nuggets, 680. 675, and then we're about to find a cluster down here. Here's a cluster of a lot of people very bearish down here. 61 to that 655 and probably 650. There we go. Don't even look anything past 650 on the puts. But people are sitting out here. These contracts are printing. And this is how you can leverage more capital. And with if you're not able to day trade and you're like, hey, I want to catch these moves, but I can't day trade because I can't see to get in and out, you may have to use a little bit more capital. But you can get further out the money on some swing plays and still get some nice returns. So definitely keep that in mind. Here, let's go back over to SPY again. Those buyers are stepping up. Again, we're looking at, I would prefer we get over this zone or this level to take that call contract. But if you hopped in calls at that 692 and 693, you are profitable in green now. So again, the catalyst that we got catalyst for some pullbacks in February. So we're taking a look at the chain. Again, we done SPY, we done IWM. Let's take a look at those Qs. Again, Qs are going to be a little bit more expensive, but we're going to check it same expiration. And let's just go in and find those nuggets where people sitting 620. I'd be looking at like 610, 605, and then that 600. It's going to cost us a little about 500 to get in there. But the data I don't like the theta to delta here. I liked it a little bit better on, we've got a little 1-to-1 at the 605, but on SPY and IWM. Now, if we jump over to SPX, I was looking here to see where we're going to see some nuggets here, and we really don't. And I just think it's because of the price. This is not in everybody's affordability bucket. Skip over those AM contracts. Just come on down. And then we want to take a look and see where those little nuggets are. Do we have any? And we're gonna see fewer people over here just because of the price. As we go up, there's gonna be a limited amount of people in these further out contracts. So again, the chain here, I'd already looked at it this morning. Not that not too much excitement because again the cost is gonna go up. Nobody's out here trading or day traders in $7,000 contracts. You just won't see it. So we could come in a little bit closer on the SPX. What's at the weekly? The 6th. And then there's the 14th. Let's go to the 17th. Right after Valentine's Day. Let's see if we have not a lot of activity. Again, it's going to be cost. Cost is going to keep this down, and that's okay. We don't have to trade the SPX. We see the moves on IWM. We see the moves on on SPY. Just gonna hang out there. What we're seeing here is we're consolidating in between this kind of range. I do have a mid support here. So again, above, unless we get above that level, no calls. Below this level, no puts. We just let it range. And what has really been kind of do it all day: consolidate, drop. We got to push up, consolidating. We had a lot of buyers step up right here, and let's see if they take that into power hour. If you traded today, let me know what you traded. If you had any wins, if there are any particular tickers you want me to look at, drop them in the chat, and we're gonna keep this thing rocking. We got 23 more minutes before power hour. Probably should have did this at about 1:30, but I wanted to make sure I had time to break down those plays. Make sure I go over the sales so everyone can tap in. They want to say, "Well, I didn't see it, Chaz. I didn't see the algorithm, or it didn't alert me. It didn't tell me. It blah blah blah." So just wanted to make sure everybody knew that the sale is coming to an end. Again, you're going to pay more, or you're going to pay more with less time with me if you let this sale pass you up. Again, grab that credit card, get that line of credit. I do have, if you purchase through Stripe, there is Klarna and Afterpay where you're able to break it up, pay about 40 something bucks a month, to talk to me, depending on when you want to meet, how your trading style is. I know a lot of people are unfortunately being laid off, so they're trying to find other ways to increase revenue or just add income into their household because inflation. So here's your opportunity to work with me at a discounted price. America Human, thank you so much for tapping in. Spy been playing, definitely Spy's been playing in people's face. Kristen, okay, traded SOV and spot today, profitable on both. Thank you. 2 days in a row. Did you hit another 3 day? If this is Renee, if this is Renee, did you have another 3-digit win? So I had a client we were on yesterday. No, we were on Wednesday morning. We took some reversals after SPY sold off and some gold reversals, over $100 return. So a lot of people get the stigma and it's like, why would I pay Chastity $100 to talk to her or to do a one-on-one with her? I could just go take a group class for XYZ amount of price. You're more than welcome to take that group class, but it's very powerful. And then the learning experience for the people who do one-on-ones with me, it's very much so worth it. You do a one-on-one with me, in a 2-for-1, you pay $50 and you come out of that one-on-one making over $100. It pretty much pays for itself. The education is what you're paying for, that knowledge, getting that consistency down, removing that uncertainty and getting clarity in how to trade and how to be profitable week over week, day over day. One, you can't put a price on it, but there is a price, but it does literally pay for itself. So I want you guys to pay attention. Again, we're not taking any trades. Even if we're not watching this, you can come back in and we can put an alert crossing down. Then you can go about your day. I can go back to, cleaning my house. I think I have to finish cleaning my pantry. Got a couple of clothes to put up, and I'm in a dusting and cleaning is, we're about to hit spring. Those allergies are going to kick in, so make sure you get all those cobwebs and dusting out your house before it gets too late. This is looking more bearish. We rejected this area, making a double top. If you don't know what double top is, I want to give you guys a resource. Come to Investopedia. If you want to start learning, stop going down a Google rabbit hole or just talking to Chat GPT all the time. Chat GPT is good, but you can come to Investopedia and type in those type of terms. You may have to scroll down just a tad bit to get the chart, and there it is. So take some time. You can go over the double top pattern. I always suggest reading the blue box, coming to the key takeaways, and then reading and digesting the rest of the information. Makes it super easy. Strengthens your knowledge base on options trading. Yep, that's me. 2-digit day to day because I was modest with the morning. So choppy. See again, y'all be wrecking my brain. I be trying to make sure the name in your YouTube or your name in your TikTok and your name in your Discord, everybody matches up. But I had the right person. 25% on spot puts, 111 on IWM puts a day. Like again, if y'all don't tap in, Jason locked in and ain't looked back since. This brother gonna hit that millie. He's always referring people. If you're a friend of him, I would say take his advice and get with me, because he's locked in and hasn't looked back since, making life so much easier just to be able to pull money from the market. And it's a beautiful thing. Let me get back over here on my TPs again. I took the puts down. I had my profit targets. It dropped even lower. Had I had like the first one all day, would have been great. We may push back down again. We got a few more minutes. If we can hold this level, we may see that end of day push. And what really led me to that end of day push was looking for that reversal on up to the 200 MA. So we can see here we started selling down. We saw that reversal coming. Boom, went right to target line. Went in and still shot over. We didn't want to get overzealous and be like, oh, it's going to be a full reversal, even though it did later. Let me go back over here. It did push all the way up, almost just shy of making it back to that 695 top. But we saw that reversal set up, got into those calls, and then got back out the way. So again, understanding how to read a chart, understanding sentiment and patterns help you be able to look at this thing and it just looks like money. All I see is money. I see puts, I see calls, I see do nothing right here until we get above or below. Come back in and make some more money. Um, I've over traded today. I've spent all of my capital. So if I get back in any plays, I'm gonna have to move some more capital into my brokerage. But I'm gonna wait till power hour. I'm not gonna take anything and get trapped. This looks bearish, but we do see those buyers sitting here. Like I said, they may want to end the month green. And I got that from following Antonio Eubanks. He's pastor inside of our Discord. Pastor has been spitting game and educating us for years now. And it's just been in the past 4 years that I've learned, well, five now, we're in 2026, taking the information and being able to adapt it into myself as a trader. So a lot of times you guys want to run out here and be sponges, and y'all will soak up this trader, that guru, that strategy, the strat, the sentiment, the stars and the moon, the mountains, the weathernometer. Y'all go out here and try to soak up all of these um, individuals' things, and if you're a sponge and you go take and you go use one sponge, you never wash it, and you go clean your whole house and then wring it out into a cup. I just ask you, like, would you drink that? Like, if you go through your whole house, cleaning your house with one sponge, the toilet, the tub, behind the washing machine, all the floor, if you took that one sponge and then you wring it out into a cup, I highly doubt you would drink that. And that's what you're making yourself. Y'all are being sponges instead of being bread, where you need the information into yourself and you branch off what you don't need. When you're rolling dough, you knead in what you need. You put the flour, you put sugar, you put whatever you need, and you knead that into that bread, and that becomes a part of that bread instead of just being absorption of everything around it. Then you section it off and you use what you need when you need it. You may make muffins over here. You may make biscuits over here. Then you may make a loaf over here. So you got to make sure you're making yourself pliable like dough. Got a little flour down where you can absorb, not stick to the stuff that ain't good, but you can absorb the things that you need and you're able to separate what you don't need. We're not going to be that sponge in the house. I want everybody, if you felt like you've been a sponge, taking in information from this guru, that guru, that analyst, that person that say they made $1,000, or that person driving a Lamborghini, stop being a sponge. Y'all can't hear it, but that alert went off. We hit the lower level alert. So again, I can sit here and talk to you guys and still manage my house until that alert goes off. And now we can be looking for puts. So most people say, "Hey Chaz, so we getting in puts right now." And I'm like, we just got the alert. Let the candle close. The candle still has 3.5 minutes left. It could still pop back up. It just hit our alert. That just brings our attention back to the chart. Doesn't automatically put us directly into the trade. So now my attention is back at the chart, and I see we wick through that level. We haven't completely closed under that support. This is how you manage when we're trading in a channel. Set your alert high, set your alert low. Wait for one of those things to go off, whether you get a text message, you get an email alert, something letting you know it comes back. My sofa car is getting smoked. I gotta wait for the bounce back. Yeah, unfortunately, I haven't listened to the earnings yet. I will listen to it this evening, but the market's down and that's eating them up too. Let's take a look. I believe they still beat earnings, even though they're down, but the market's down, so that's kind of giving them a fade. I don't know if they're adding any offerings. Again, above 20, I really am not mad at it. I'm still gonna DCA. If you guys remember, I got in at $13. I'm still DCA. I'm still long on them, but I did not play earnings. Somebody asked me at the end of the day, and I'm glad I forgot. And I was looking at that SPX play instead of SoFi because I'm bullish on them, but they're in a pullback, and that's fine. I can trade puts on them. It doesn't mean I don't believe in them as a company, but they're breaking down below these supported levels. You can see that next stop is going to be 20 and 18. There's that. There's a lower support right here. Got 21.20. And then you're going to have right here that there's that 20 even right there. Let's go ahead and give that a mark. Give that wick a mark. But again, I'll just be DCAing. But again, whatever your stop loss and take profit is, make sure you're respecting that. In your experience, is order execution easier to pull through on the call side or the put side when direction lines up? Either one. Both of them are easy triggers. I took a play early. My last play of the day, I only had $41 left in cash, and the trade was at 41, 45, 47. It was out of my range. I said I wasn't going to put more capital in. I just set my order block in Robinhood and just waited for it to fill. It eventually filled itself because the market sentiment, if it's sitting within a few dollars, they're going to come grab your money. They're going to come take that liquidity as long as you're not in something crazy. I can't be trying to get into a $41 contract and I set a $29 entry. I can, but I don't usually do that. I stay within about $5. That easily gets me filled, and then I come right back into the market profitable. They just come down, grab my contract, and take me right back up to the profit area. So it's kind of like a slingshot effect. I know they'll come grab me. I just want to get picked up. It can also do the same when I'm trying to close. When we were looking at the TP on SPY, and I said I was only able to close one at TP1, and I missed my exit at TP3. I thought I closed. It didn't take my close, so I had to close about right here. And I was glad I just came back and looked at the chart. It was back here. Or if I would have held it, I would have had to hold it through one more time for this exit. This was my entry to take my TP1 and then try to take the TP3. And then I had to close my TP3 at about right here. But had I held a little while longer, I would have been able to get out with a little bit more. We can see the downturn. You can see now we're almost getting that candle to close. Again, we could be bearish down to my TP1s and 2s again. This is that level breakdown again. I don't mind it. We hit it 1, 2, 3, 4 times with the charm. It broke. We bring it back up. They could want to drop it there again. What I don't understand is they beat Wall Street estimate. Why crash so far? Maybe not think of it as a crash, think of it as a pullback. So if they beat, they must have said something on the call as far as sentiment. They're either going to do another offering or they're going to be leveraging debt. Something about the sentiment in the call has brought them down. So we got to see why investors are pulling back. Also, we've hit all-time highs and people are anticipating a drop in February. People just may be protecting their position by go ahead and getting out now instead of riding the wave in February. That's just something you got to keep in mind. Oh, they're buying. See, they're buying right at that order block. We got about 10 more minutes until power hour. We're trucking along. If you're enjoying this content and you're learning something, or again, like just enjoying it, drop some sevens in the chat. Let me know you're here. Let me know you're getting value from what I'm providing. It's always good to just let me know because I'm not always looking at the screen. I might be looking at the chart, but drop those sevens. Let everybody know that you're here. Drop where you're checking in from. Let me know you're getting value. And funny story, I went live Sunday, and my wife, she checked in and she was like, "Did you see me?" And I have an eyeball that lets me know that you guys are here, but it tells me who's live, but it doesn't tell me who. So she thought I could see her, and I couldn't. So I told her, "No, you got to come in and you got to say hi or say something so that I can see you." So make sure when y'all are coming into the live, drop your city and state. Let me know where you're tuning in from. That way, I can kind of get an idea of where my audience is, who you guys are. Because there's one me. Y'all know me as Dr. Chaz, but I don't know you guys. Some of you guys have found me from TikTok. Some of you guys have found me from Facebook. So the names may not correlate. May not correlate with what I know you from. So just let me know who's here. Who's here. First line caught this week. First time caught this week. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Repping NYC. Appreciate you. Lakeisha coming in. I'm here listening at physical therapy. See, that is some discipline and consistency there. You're checking in at physical therapy. I ain't mad at it. Again, I used to listen to Diamond Dave. I listen to Diamond. Don't let church be going and the pastor ain't got up to speak and they still trying to take offering. I wear hearing aids so I can put my YouTube live on before they get to preaching. I'm definitely gonna tap in. I could be out driving. I'm headed to the store and Diamond Dave, I'll get a notification he pops on. I wasn't missing him, but the 3 years straight that I listened to Diamond Dave, it's made me a better trader, a better investor, a better person, a better wife. And he's not married, but the skills that he talks about men and women and their social economic status and what you look for has really shaped me. A business owner, entrepreneur, his channel has really molded me. It helped me think outside the box. And being a woman, being married and taking on a leadership role, it gave me a different perspective of men's view, how to rule a house, how to run a household, and being an entrepreneur. His most recent video very much so resonated with me because your income fluctuates when you become a full-time trader. You're no longer depending on that 9 to 5. So I'm not just showing up, doing a job, and I get a check on Friday. I either show up to the market and make some money or I don't. So that's a difference between some people who have something to fall back on, or they're just, you're giving it 100% and doing this full time. ATL, thank you for checking in. Yes, Diamond Dash, fire. Fire. I mean, I would say get all the content and go over it. Like I go through the videos and look and see what haven't I watched yet, or did I miss some plays inside of there so I can go back. But his content has definitely evolved. It's definitely for a particular person, but the value you get from it on top tier, undeniable. I'm getting see here. Here's the learning. Here's the learning. I want you guys to catch this. Where's that circle thing? Do 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 do. Boom. Yeah. There we go. Teachable moment right there. Everybody would have been like, let's get puts. It's breaking. It did not close below the support, so we did not get confirmation. You're always looking for confirmation. A break of support close below. This is just a break. It did not close below. So what did this do? This trapped some sellers. It trapped some sellers. It surely did. I'm sure it did. But if they don't have the tools, if you don't have fair value gaps on, you would have just said that thing's gonna fall all the way down to my support. But with you having some fair value gaps on, you can see no, it may not fall. What are you doing? What's on here that I can take off that's not making it run? Come on. All right. It's tripping. Let's take it off and put it back on. So if you want to find it, Lux out no, fair value gaps by Lux Algo, that's the one you want. Gonna put it back on the chart. And it still don't want to work. Okay. It's tripping. We're just gonna reload this. We gotta get back on the teaching chart, back on SPY. Cool. There they are. They got a little hiccupy. There we go. So there's that teachable moment. So we're able to see. Now somebody would call while I'm on live. They're just gonna have to wait and leave a voicemail. If you're calling me, I'm on live. But this is to stop you from getting in bad entries and you're like, I knew what was going to happen or I didn't know, because we could see these fair value gaps. So if somebody got trapped in puts, they know why, because they did not wait for it to close below their support. If they had waited, they would have been good money. Is it time to get a call? It's still not time to get a call, because this candle broke through that support, rejected this one. It didn't have a close above for a continuation. So now this candle needs to print and the next one needs to print bullish for us to take a call. So walking yourself through the trade and the idea definitely helps you more. Talk it out. Talk to yourself. I'm sitting here most of the time. My TV is off right now. I got Landman on, but I talk myself through the trade. Does it make sense when you start to say stuff out loud? Like I think if uneducated people said half of the stuff they think or write out loud, they wouldn't say it. So if I came in here and I said, all right, I see SPY going down to 650, that's 41 dollars in a put. Yeah, saying it out loud sounds stupid. And I just gotta say it sounds stupid. It's too much. It ain't gonna happen. It's out of the realm. Circuit break. Not happening. So if we just take the time to say some of the stuff that we want, not saying your trade is stupid, but it'll tell you, that might not be ready just yet. And that's okay. I'll put that all the time. Hey, this ain't ready yet. When I first called the Bank of America calls, I was like, hey, it ain't ready yet. And then it got ready once they said they weren't going to do those 10% caps on credit cards. So sometimes it's just not ready yet, and you can just hold on your capital. Zero is more than a negative account on any day. Zero beats any other time. Zero don't beat. But when it comes to trading and being in the stock market, zero beats negative anything any day. If I tell you no trade and I make no money today, that's better than you or anybody else that has a loss on the day. My zero, no move today, cash on hand is more valuable than being negative on the day. So keep that in mind. Took Diamond Dave's option course for sure. King Child, thank you. Yep, Diamond Davis is dude. It didn't even close in 1 minute. There you go. See, sometimes you can also drop down to the 1 minute. West likes that. Look, if we did not get a close on that 1 minute, it did. It closed blue, but it wasn't bearish. So again, I like to stay off the 1 minute because it can skew some of your feelings around it. But look, we're back. But what would have happened? The person that was in the put, they're going to panic in this 5 minutes. It's going to hit their stop loss. They're out. And then what? It comes right back down. And they go, see, I wasn't wrong. I wasn't wrong. And they're going to get back in. And it's going to wick up again and smack them again. So again, because what? Buyers are right there. We see the buyers. They got to take those buyers out. So again, sometimes we can just be a little early. But being able to see what's happening helps this so much better. So they grabbed their liquidity. They came up here, took those folks' calls, got them trapped in. They trapped both calls and puts right in that 10 minutes. And that's why I say I'm not doing anything until 2. Well, no, later in the day, like, because I don't have any more capital, but we'll look at some paper trades. because we're about to hit 2 p.m. and get into power hour. Let's do some polls. Like y'all drop in the chat. What do y'all think power hour is going to be today? Y'all think it's going to be power or sour? So if you think we're going to be bullish, put power in the chat. If you think we're going to be bearish, put sour. So let me know what you guys expect the trading sentiment to be at the end of the day. I'm still gonna go with my first bias. We may try to close green, so I'm gonna say it's power, and I'm bullish. Y'all let me know, are y'all bullish or bearish? This candle, this sequence looks very much so bearish, but I'm not buying it just yet. Let me cut my strat back on just so I can see the other time frames, and it's a little neutral. That's not red, not green. We got yellow. I'm sorry, not that. Right here. So we're bullish on the majority of the time frame. I think that's the daily is down and the 1 hour is down. The 4 hour is still green. So I'm still fairly bullish. Okay, we got sour. Okay. We got majority of the people think it's sour. I'm all alone with my power. Anybody else think it's going to be bullish, or am I all alone? We gonna see. We gonna see. We got 50-50 bullish or bears. Y'all put y'all side in. And it doesn't matter if you're right or wrong. We're just giving a educated guess on what the market's going to do. So if we're right or wrong, it doesn't matter. We're taking accountability. We just seeing what's going to happen. So right now I'm giving it 693, probably 694 at the close. I don't know if they get too much volume to be able to hit 698 at the end of the day. But I'm gonna give it 693, 694 close. That's what I'm putting out there. 693, 694 close. I think sour. I think bullish too. So we 50-50. 50-50. We have the Japan yen that is a big issue for the bond market. Thank you for bringing that up. So if the Japanese yen, I think Diamond Dave talked about it. I got to go back and watch that because he expounded on the yen, I believe, in one of the last two episodes. So Anthony, tell me, how does that affect the bond market? Is that going to be bullish or bearish on with the yen, or how does that affect the market at all? Like I said, I'm bearish long term. I'm just bullish into the hour, into the end of day, and then I'll be probably looking at puts for Monday. So let's go over to SPY and let's look at those Monday puts. Probably be a little bit easier, more affordable with IWM puts, but we're not going to get a big move. So let's go bearish. And let's actually give it a little more time. Let's just look at Tuesday. Give it a little time and not okay. Chain still looks good. Not bad. You can still get within $100 on the Tuesday. Let's go check Monday. It's not crazy. There's nothing that stands out to me. It's not crazy though. Nothing crazy. So again, the power hour play that I went over earlier, if you're catching the replay, just drop replay in the chat. Just drop replay in the chat. If you're coming back over this area. Sorry guys, I got a delivery and my neighbor's dogs be out and they be getting wild. Um, they are raising the rate of money that can be borrowed when it comes to the yen. Okay. They are raising the rate of money that can be borrowed when it comes raising the rates on money that can be borrowed. So if you raise rates, that's going to make it harder for them to get more capital. If I'm thinking about that correctly, I think. Okay, so now we're seeing buyers, they're getting beat out at our support line. So buyers have to push up through that resistance. That was our support at 691.23. Now it's becoming a resistance. Still in our little bubble. Trump administration talked about printing money to help the Japanese yen. They hold a lot of U.S. debt. Gotcha. But how does that help us if we just gonna keep printing money? I feel like if we just gonna print all this money, we just dissolve people debt, and that's why I just have chosen not to really take an effect on paying back my student loans. Them things will go to death with me, or they would get written off in another 10 years. Like I ain't got nothing for them. I paid a portion of it to secure my home. I think student loans were predatory for graduate students. Yeah, and I'm not paying them folk back. Call it what you want. People can say what they want. We're still in this buy order. They're trying to push this down, but buyers seem strong. But we're getting late in the day. Somebody's going to decide to go home. People are going to start to give up. I don't know who's going to give up yet, but at some point, buyers and sellers, somebody's going to give. We're breaking through that block. Well, so you can see it 5, 15, 30, 1 hour, 4 hour. Bullish on bearish on the hour and the 5 minute. Bullish on the 5:30 and the 4 hour. But I can't get back bullish until we get over 61.24. So I just set another alert. Wait for it to go off. And if I'm going puts, we're right at put level 690.50 and break that 690. We're almost back at the lower 690 for my TP. Back down in that TP1, TP2, TP3 area. Saying my student loans ain't got nothing to do with me. Ain't got nothing to do with me. I was under duress. I think I needed to go to grad school to get a better life, and I signed them documents under distress for them. I'm crazy, but if I could get away with that, I probably would. Long story short, corporate and hedge fund pocket the difference when they borrow cheap yen and find assets to pay higher return. Okay, that sounds like the DeFi, like DeFi with crypto. Okay, it makes sense. Bears, pause down. Yeah, they down there. We're back at TP1. We headed right back down. I ain't touching this thing at all. Can't get me trapped. And they're still buying. Like they are not giving up. They're still buying. But we're back at the TP1. Like today has just been a repeat, level over level. Trade it back up, trade it back down. Once it breaks that level, and that's probably VWAP again. Yeah. Once it broke VWAP, we're back down to TP1, 2, and 3. Same thing. It's just been rinse and repeat all day. You could have just hopped in and made money and hopped back out. But it's about to hit that TP1 again. Anybody take some puts? Are y'all already in puts? Anybody grab them? Because now we at 690. So I'm back at 690, 688, no lower than 686, or I would say 687 for those puts. We want to stay within $2. So 690 to 698. But they found some buyers at TP1. The same place they found buyers at before. So these are just hedge funds, the corporate. They just got order blocks sitting there, and the market's just coming down, filling those order blocks and popping back up. But it's easier to go down and go up. Yep, said it in the beginning. It's easier to go down the mountain than to go up. I just think the sentiment I thought they were going to try to close green on the month. They may not. We did close red. Well, SPY did close down at the end of the month in January of 2025. So might continue that same trend. We're going to close the month red. But those buyers came in right there Again, we want to see if we're going to get that end of day play. So we'll be looking at SPX 0 DTE. So you can go on and see if you can play it, or you got to get out the way. Again, knowing how much capital you have lets you know if you can play this end game late in the day. Like I said, I don't want to call it gimmick strategy because it is repeatable, but not everybody's going to be able to do it. So you're going to go in the money, and we're looking at calls and puts right here in the money. I would not be in anything lower than the 6,900. So if you don't have 125, you're not going to be able to play this game. So we're looking for calls and puts on both sides. Again, no more than 69.50. I do like to stay within $10. So there's 69.30 and 69.40 if we're looking call side. So 69.25, 69.20, no lower than probably 69.10 if you're like Hail Marying it with just a little bit of capital, you're doing that 6,900. But this is the range we want to look at for this end of late play, end of day play. Now, I'm not taking this play. This will be a paper trade that we could take together, but we're not even gonna. I'm not looking to get position until after 2:30 because we can trade sideways and it can decide a direction and then change its mind at 2:30. So keep that in play. So we're gonna come over here to SPX. Let's cut everything off. See, okay, so here's power hour starting. We're bullish. We get midday 2:30, and then boom, it tries to pull back and then it shoots off. And right here, see guys, I called the play at 69.20. That's where the 200 in May was at. And I said we could get a retracement to test this level. Then that thing took off some more. So let's come over here, see what sentiment we have. Right now, this is looking bearish, so we could come down back and retrace that wick down to 69.21 with a low of 68.93. Can it happen? Possibly. Will it happen? Maybe not. I can see here and to probably hear that 69.10. That's why I said 69.10 is the low, and then you got like that 6,900 right here. So these would be the levels we're looking for on that downside. See those? See those levels? Got a wick right here. Oh, sorry. Hit the wrong button. There we go. Now, very much more bullish, bearish sentiment. I am feeling sour because we are under VWAP. We're breaking through these bars. We're coming down to lower band 1. There's lower band 1, 2, and 3, and these are standard deviations away. We're coming down to that band, so definitely looking sour. I think they're waiting on the new Fed chair after Powell is gone. What do you think they're waiting on with the new Fed chair? So they announced, if everybody knows, you should know Jerome Powell is the Federal Reserve chair, and his replacement is supposed to be Kevin Walsh. I was excited when I put this up. I said, "Oh snap, we getting a young cat." And he's not, granted, he's not old. I mean, he's not super young, but he's younger than Jerome Powell. He's 55. To me, this is a young cat getting in here. But he's more of a conservative. So if Trump putting him in place, I'm sure Trump is lining those pockets. So those interest rates, getting the interest rate down to 2%, it's gonna come in those next couple of cuts. Will it be great for the market? We don't know. But I always told you guys to get familiar with Jerome Powell. Now in the next 6 months, we're gonna have to get familiar with Kevin. So I'm gonna start going watching videos on him. I like to see how a person talks, their demeanor. So when they speak on that podium, I got really comfortable looking at Jerome Powell, his sentiment, his movement. I would always say, why they don't get that man no water? He's always coughing or having to clear his throat. I'm like, y'all not gonna get him no kind of water, no coffee before he come up here. Just have that man dry mouth the whole time coughing. So I want to go watch some old videos. So that'll be some of my homework to find out how is Kevin's demeanor. Does he, if he straight face lies when it comes to information? And he's like, how do you tell somebody is straight face lying? Well, if we go back and watch old videos from him from like 2024 and 25, and then we watch a new video or find news that comes out later, that debunks what he says, we can tell if he lies with a straight face or if he's very neutral, or does he not give off any command. We want to watch for what type of tie he wears. Again, Jerome Powell switched from blue and red, so it's not um, giving off any sentiment to a political party. So we may see him start to switch to doing that lilac, purple, um, fuchsia's color ties. Dallas, Texas, thank you for checking in. So they can cut rates and a few times this year. Yep, definitely cut rates. Um, he is big on Bitcoin and crypto. Kevin is? Okay, that's new to know. Don't laugh at me, Renee. I don't know what I said, but it probably was funny. Um, they did have Jerome up there fighting for his life. I'm cracking up. Every daggone time, it's like he walked up there and had ate a cracker before he came up there. Yes, excuse me. All that every time they would just leave that man dry mouth, and I feel like it was disrespectful. Get him man some Kool-Aid or something. Let him clear his throat. Yeah, I got that man in the whole time. Get that man some water. Powell needed that. Man, definitely needed that H2O every time. Get that man some water. Give him a break. Every time. It never fails. Y'all get him man crackers before he get up here to speak. And now he just dry mouth, trying to clear his throat. Y'all trying to have him talk about stuff he ain't gonna speak on. So he just gonna keep moving on. Look at those puts. So we're getting under standard deviation 1, definitely 2. So those 69, we had already said the 6920s and the 6900s and 6910s. I'm about to put those on my watch list. I hope y'all added them, so because we're about to like the little what was it? Would you like to play a game? That little clown. So we're gonna play a game and see if these contracts are gonna print. So on my watch list, the 6920s is $660 as I added. The 6910 is 340, and the 6900 is 155. And let's see, what was that low? 68.93. So let's look at 68.93. 68.90 is $95. We'll just add it for giggles and see if we get a retest of all of these. So on my watch list right now, we have all puts 6920, 6910, 6900, and Wade Hail Mary 6890 to see if this thing breaks through and crashes down for a retest of these lows and possible low of the day. So if you want a paper trade, definitely grab those. If you're looking at, we're looking at the SPX. As SPX moves faster. If you want to take it in SPY, you're gonna have to stay very close to the money. So staying in 690 and 689 put. I wouldn't go lower than 688 because if we don't get the move, the theta is just going to eat up the contract. Powell been stressed these years. Got him looking 70. Well, he is over 70, so he looks 70. But again, they done stressed that man out. He's got kids and grandkids. That man's ready to go retire. Somebody else said, do I think he's going to stay on the board? And I think not. Why deal with the headache? Y'all wanted me out of my position, so y'all don't want my opinion anymore. I think he's going to go take his retirement, go sit out on, what's that place? Martha's Vineyard, DMV area, Maryland, off the coast, and enjoy his family. He's made enough money to be set. He's done enough as far as the Federal Reserve. So he might make sure that Federal Reserve building gets up to date with whatever is sent out of that lawsuit, and then he's gonna get out the way. I think he's done fooling with them. I made $20 on spot put. Great job. See, money making on the live. I love coming here and seeing you guys make money. It's so much fun. So much fun. These puts are down about 15%, but we are early. Oh, I take that back. Not all of them. The 6920 is actually up $125. The 6910 is up 45. The 6900 is down 15. So again, when you're further out of the money, that theta hits you harder if you're looking at SPX. So again, we want to see a close under the standard deviation 1 for a continuation to the downside. We got 10 more minutes to that 230 mark. Thank you guys for hanging in here. We're going on hour two. We've been in here for a whole hour and 15 minutes, so we're ramping up for hour two. Let's see. Still coming on down. Those puts about to put. Um, he can make speeches and earn more after leaving. Earn more for what? He make enough. He can live. Is it really worth the stress to probably cut another, 5 years off his life being stressed out? I don't think so. I would walk away. Like he not gonna get his, he not getting no swagger back. He a silver fox. He's married. That man about to go be a pawpaw. He about to go be in the shed. He about to have grandkids on lawnmowers. Uh, you know, giving kids snacks and pulling money out of his wallet and telling them to go harass their parents. So yeah, I think he done. Oh yeah. Like I never knew who Jerome Powell was, and I would have thought he was a black man. If you go scroll back, I did do a, I used ChatGPT to make him black because I mean he's the only white man, Jerome Powell, I know that had weight in the black community as we amongst the traders. So he's definitely gonna stay around. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, now he could stay for power. Now, if you're on a power kick and you want to hold that rank, he could. People like to work. Some people do. I don't think and I think it's a difference in like where I think about work. And this might be fun for him and not stressful. And I might see it as stress. It might be just another day at the office for him. But if you're away from your family a lot, it don't even amount the amount of money. It doesn't matter. It's just about being there, like waking up to that person every day, having lunch, a crumpet and tea, watching the waves crack. So it's not all about just the work. It could be like being busy, being active. He might find some other way to be active. Go on a podcast. He can do other ways to still talk about the economy or economics. I will be booking a call with you next month. Come on through. Come on through, Alexander Wilson. I think he was the first Jerome that I know that wasn't black. I'm trying to think. I don't think I know any other white Jeromes either. Like that's what kind of comment. I'm like Jerome, Romy, Rome. I'm like I'm definitely going to Google and I'm looking for a black man, and this white dude popped up. So it definitely resonated with me, and I was able to just like I always talked about Jerome Powell. So I've been knowing or hearing about Jerome Powell since like 2020, 2021. So it was new to me. I don't even know who was before him. He just came on board. So we'll probably be saying Kevin Walsh's name just as much as we say Jerome Powell's name now. So it broke down to that TP2 and buyers popped right back up. We could see that sell order. And that's why I say um when you're trading SPX, you got to take those profits. And a lot of time I'll just put in the order 50% return or 100%, and I'm out the way. Whether it bounce, it'll already pick up my trade. Nope, back up out of that buy order. Look at it. It's a trap. It's a trap. Look at it build. All that pressure selling down, and now it's back up. You're like, you dirty. I think it was Janet yelling. Before, was it yelling? I didn't know it was yelling if it was yelling. Now, I paid attention to yelling a little bit, and I paid attention to conjugates a little bit because I went to Howard, so I had a lot of, neighbors and other classmates, on the hill. That was like internships and stuff. So I paid attention a little bit to the people in office. I heard people who knew Powell actually call him Jay. I never said Jay. I would say JP. I would say Romy Rome. I don't think I called him Jay. We had a VP at my org in the mortgage field, whiteboard Jerome, always got silver her. I wouldn't be surprised. That cool cats. If you find a whiteboard named Jerome, that's a cool cat. I was watching I watched Mojo Brooks, he's a comedian, and a guy at his show had passed away and his name was Clifford. And him and his son was at the show. He was like, I bet y'all the last Cliffords out here. I bet it ain't no 6-month babies out here named Clifford. There better not be no 6-month baby out here named Jerome. Don't nobody else need to be naming their kids no daggone Jerome. They come up with everything else for these baby names. I bet not meet no 2-year-old toddler named Jerome. They got better names for these babies. Do not scar these kids up and naming no 20, 25, 26 baby Jerome. Jerome would stay in the Fed board just so he can call Trump's name. Interesting take. I don't know. I don't think he wanted with Trump. I don't think Jerome Powell no punk, but I just think he'd be like, some days he got time for that. And like right now, he just rather not have to be on that type of time. But I think Jerome Powell is on that time, but just not on that type of time. Slick back, yep. So I looked it up, and name Jerome actually has Greek origin. Okay, I didn't know that. Still a Negro to me, a Greek Negro now. So he got Greek Negro, Jerome. I was bullish. You guys are bearish. We're about to hit 230 and see if we about to get some fireworks out of here. Again, I'm not touching it. So as we wait these next 3 minutes, I'm gonna plug the sale again. You guys got until midnight to take advantage of those 2-for-1s. So somebody drop in the chat 2 for 100. Just blow it up. Just put 2 for 100. Those 2 for 100 1-on-1s in tonight at midnight. Now don't come sliding in my DMs at 11:59 because my wife say I can't text or message y'all after that. I'm not gonna see it till in the morning. So I don't care what y'all do, it's not gonna get seen. The only thing I hear is money. So if you pay and it's after midnight, I'm probably not gonna deny you. But if you like, I got I ain't hearing it. I ain't hearing it. My wife is my new business partner. She's gonna be my marketer. She's gonna be handling getting people booked and signed up. So y'all got till midnight. Find it, do as what you will, use your credit card, debit card, use that Klarna and Afterpay and get yourself signed up. Jewish people use the name Jewish people use the name that sounds wrong. Okay. I'm learning something. What trade do I have on? This is SPY. We're looking at SPY. Yellen was Secretary of Treasury. I was like, I didn't think Yellen had that spot because I was like, I follow you. I used to follow her a bit. So 2 for 1. So y'all got those 2 for 1s. Y'all go ahead and lock in. Y'all see the Cash App. Y'all see the Zelle. Once I see your name and what email it comes from, that secures your spot. Again, anything after midnight, if it ain't with a payment, I ain't trying to hear it. That's the sale. That's the cheapest you're going to get me in. We might have a Valentine's Day sale, but it will not be these 2 for 1s. They will probably be between $60 and $75 for the 1-on-1s. And hey, Renee can tell you they're worth it. If y'all want to talk to people always ask like, how do I know you're a valid trader or the teacher or if you're going to be good at this? Look at the people in the chat. Jason is in the chat. He's worked with me. Chris and Renee has worked with me. Wes is currently working with me. Brandon, I think it's Brandon Leslie in the chat. Work with me. Y'all reach out to them. Go harass them. I'm not spewing up no resume. I'm not showing no P&L. I'm not interviewing to work with you. You can look at my history. Y'all don't go up. I'm sure y'all not going in Aristotle inbox. I'm sure y'all not going in Wall Street Trapper. I'm sure y'all not going in Ashley Fox inbox asking them what's their P&L and what they doing. Y'all might look at it, but y'all ain't bold enough to do that. So when people really bring game to y'all and really be wanting to teach y'all at an affordable rate, now y'all want to question their authenticity and what they can do. I show y'all how I come up with the play, where the play go, what to get, win, lose, or draw. So now I'm not interviewing to teach y'all. Y'all can come interview with me and see if I want to work with y'all. But this will come with the game. I'm just not gonna do it, and it's just a place where you know the value of what you teach, where you just don't have time for the foolishness. I can trade all day and not talk to none of y'all, and I'm gonna make some money. The days I have to take to talk to y'all, I lose money because I'm not trading when I'm with y'all. I don't like to be distracted. I like for my students to have my undivided attention. So I lose more money helping y'all than taking y'all money. Do you just trade SPY? No, I trade SPY. I trade SoFi. I trade Apple. I trade SPX. IWM. SPY is just my favorite. That is my number one. You have your favorite pair of shoes or your favorite hat or your favorite food. SPY is just my number one. It's always paid me. It's very consistent and has a lot of liquidity, so it's my favorite. It's my favorite. So we hit that 230, and what's happening? We went sour, and now we're back power. That's why I say I don't take nothing until 2:30. I want to see how it's going, but it's still not above my alert level to kind of want to touch it to see where it's going to go. So it may pick up a little power and still be sour today. Looking at SPX, hit those lows, went right there to that TP. That's 69.15 and start inching back up. So now the same way I was looking at it for yesterday, I was looking for us to retrace the 20. Now we're looking for us to retrace the retrace VWAP. So we'd be looking at 930. I mean, sorry, 69.30, 69.35. No more than probably 69.50, right there. Don't get in no contracts. I'm just gonna add them to the watch list for reference, so we'll be able to track them. So we're gonna be adding the SPX calls for 69.30. Those are 560. The 69.40s are 260. And what's that very peak? 69.50. 69.50 is 105. So we just added those as well. I'm not taking them. This doesn't just look so promising at either way. So yeah, I can put them on a watch list, but yeah, it's not ready. I usually look at those SPX plays. 245. We definitely want to see if we get a direction after 230. Then at 245, again, the contracts that I called, I looked at them at 239. If you're just tapping in, I called these trades at the end of the day, and I can just go run them back and show y'all what I was looking at. So here, this is my Weeble chart. I was looking for us to retrace. We held the 20 and the 9. I was looking for us to retrace that 200, and that's exactly what happened. We ran up as soon as I told everybody to get in. Here, SPX could want to run up to the 200 MA. Damn, it moved. $33 contract went to 197. So I was out. I wasn't gonna chase it. Had to pick a different contract. And then boom, let's check the time again. That was 2:39. I called it at 2:35. 15 minutes later, one at 2:55, that contract was almost $1,000. And then 3 minutes later, it went from 962. Hold up. That 962 up to 1557 off a $33 contract. Again, imagine this is just one on the watch list. Imagine if you had 10. You spent $303 and this turned into $15,000 in less than 30 minutes. That pays for your Discord for lifetime. And this is in Discord. This is what I called in Discord. What did I get? I got a measly $25. And I'm gonna say measly because my butt should have held. But I just went in, picked my contract, did the 100%, and got out the way because my internet in that Walmart was trash. But I hate I left that much money on the table. I hate it. I hate it. But let's see what else I got. I'm afraid to trade naked cause. How do I get over the anxiety? It's mental. So you have to start out with just getting $2, $10, do small percentages, and then work your way up because it does affect you emotionally. If you know you're not a gambler or the volatility of SPY kind of wrecks you, step down and trade IWM first. It's gonna move slower, decrease your anxiety, and it's not gonna cost as much to get over the learning curve. So start it at IWM and then pick your way up to SPY. I made over $500 trading live with Chaz. Y'all see that? I'm gonna leave that up for a minute. We might have to come back to it. Uh, Start that one. Can I pin it? I don't know if I can pin that or not. But made over $500. Like it pays for itself. Wes work with me in group and one on one. Gonna make that money back plus some more. Worth it. Right, Dr. Chad. Nobody got time for that. Book those calls now, people. I'm getting on the list. Thank you, Anthony. I mean, again, I just have to be real with y'all. And sometimes people take your niceness and being humble, and I'm really removing humble from my word. I'm not humble. When you get into trading, become cocky. It's fine. If you're cocky in anything else and you're not genuine and you don't have the things to back it up, then you can't be cocky. But people like to make great people humble. I'm no longer humble. That's not my word. I'm very cocky about my trade because I do know what I'm doing, but I can be respectful. So those are the different things that comes with vocabulary and the character of a person. Most people want people to be humble because they feel like they're disrespectful, but they're not gonna come at that person and tell them, hey, you disrespectful. No, I'm gonna stand 10 toes down. Your disrespect is disrespect. So I can be cocky and be respectful. Those are the two things we need to put together. Most of the time, cocky is associated with being disrespectful, so they tell you to humble yourself. I can be respectful and be cocky. That's what makes it different. I don't have to be humble just because I'm cocky. I just need to be respectful inside of my cockiness. So that's a place you learn and get to as you're trading. We can see here we're picking up that power. Let's look at those calls and see how they're playing out. Boom, boom, boom. Let's head over to that watch list. If you don't, if you can paper trade. Most people ask, can I paper trade? I learned paper trading by just writing on paper. I have a little notebook, a little journal, and I would write down what time I got in the contract, what was the price, what was the option chain. But you can trade, you can paper trade inside of Webull. I think it is a delay in there when you're picking contracts. Or you can go in like I do my paper trades on my watch list inside of Robinhood. That contract, 69.50 is down $35. 69.40 down $80. 69.30 down 140. They just took all the wind out of the plays. Could not come up here to VWAP. So again, we still got about 7 more minutes before I would even consider getting into a trade. Dr. Chaz is definitely worth every penny of investment for her knowledge and experience. Again, I just got to tell you guys, I just like to be real, but I know a lot of people are new here, so I want you guys to get to know me. Definitely ask stress questions. Definitely probe the people, even if you're not working with me. Definitely probe the person that you want to work with and make sure you have facts, but definitely understand how you address them. Could be how you could work with them. A lot of people would be like, "Oh, you questioning me? I'm not going to work with you." I have no desire to work with somebody who's questioning me when you could do your due diligence. Let's talk about due diligence on like getting people and working with them. If you come in here and you come and search me, trade with Dr. Chaz. It's me. It's me on TikTok. It's me on Instagram. It's me on YouTube. It's me in videos. Here's YouTube. There's TikTok. There's Instagram. I don't know why Facebook isn't coming up, but you can find me. You can find me. I've been doing this. I'm the only person that's gonna pop up when you're looking for me. It's not nobody else. This is me. Bar countdown, TikTok 2 months ago. Market check with the dot. Like I've been here. This is the algorithm. This is not nothing I paid for. I didn't pay for this SEO. No one's pushing my. This is pure organic. Now I don't know what this trade with me community. That ain't me. But this is me. This is me. This is me. YouTube, Dr. Chaz. That's not me. But the first 3 pages, you got nothing but me. Pure SEO, pure organic following. So again, I'm not paying for it. I don't have to. Y'all gotta find, you can find me. If you're looking for me, you can definitely find me. All right, we got 6 more minutes. 6 more minutes. My laptop's about to die. I'm about to make my daughter bring it to me. I left my charger in the office. And I missed out on quite a few emails. If I miss your email, I'll be getting back to you. Don't fret. I'm still not seeing no move. Like this is not like I usually see the sentiment kind of rising and I can get a play on it. Right now this is 50-50. They're probably gonna burn it at both ends. Unless again we kind of get above these levels. Let's go back on SPY because I can see the level a lot better. Yeah. Here's my TP2. We still want to get above, like either we're gonna test right here or get above that, but you can see I have my lower alert and there's my top alert. Not much to touch right now. All right, pushing up to VWAP. Trump is live now talking about removing power. Oh, snap. I might have to, I don't think. Yeah, I didn't put the audio on there because y'all are not gonna be able to hear it.
They see numbers that
We
are
got him on
so,
here. You might be
they've
able to
never
hear him
seen
now,
numbers like
but we're just
that,
gonna cut it
gold
off for a
numbers like
minute.
that.
But
So it was, I thought I should.
but we got him speaking. Let's see if we can get some closed. Oh, I don't have closed captions. So I just wanted to. He is live. I will check this out here soon. But I'll come back and watch that replay. So we got a little bit of push up. I don't think this is gonna do anything spicy. We got 1 more minute, but I'm not seeing it. Again, I said power is picking up, but I don't trust it. It's set a little bit too low, and it's sitting up under VWAP. I wanted it above there so we could get that kind of pop, and we're just not seeing it. But I did say power. If we retrace here, it's not bad. It wasn't the target that I had, but I did give it power. You guys gave it sour. What do I think about Netflix? I don't. I hadn't looked at it in a minute. I think my morning client did mention Netflix though. Let's take a look. Let's start on a higher time frame and see what we can see. Oh, Jesus. They below 100 and falling. But It's not a surprise. Look at that gap left. All right, there's a target. Y'all see that alert on the screen? I didn't make it up. There's an alert. So we got some support right here. So we'll just mark that. We got some support right there. So 81 and hold. But if it comes down, they left a gap. Y'all see that gap? So Netflix has a gap back from October of 2024 that we have not come down to fill. So as the market wants to sell in February, we may come in, retrace that gap. So I'd be looking at those 80s down to 70 puts in February. So let's go take a look at the chain and look at those February 20th puts. All right. Now see if we see some nuggets. February 20th, we got 82 on the puts, and I said 80 to 70. Sorry, 80 to 75, 71. Let me go back. Thank you. 80 to 70. 80 to 70 on the puts. A couple of people sitting here, a couple of people sitting at 82. Yeah. The chart looks a little bearish. They could bounce right here off this bottom from April of 2025 and come back up and try to reclaim 100. But if this level breaks, we're kind of on another downturn to this below 81 to 70. What do you see? What does it look like for you, Anthony? Let me know what you're thinking. I know these are a little delayed. But yeah, I'm bearish on Netflix. Only bullish if it can bounce from that area. I didn't listen to their last earnings either, but it says earnings were good. They did beat, so we need to go listen to the earnings call. If you want a quick way on how to summarize earnings calls that are boring, copy the link for the earnings call, put that thing in ChatGPT and tell it to summarize it for you. Save yourself some time. Let's go back. Look at there. Well, what you look at there? What did Chastity say? What you look at there? Let's go look at those call contracts on the option chain. Let's go see what they got. What do we got here? I see some profits. Do y'all see them? Do y'all see those profits in those calls that were called? The 69.30 is up $980. The 69.40 that was 248 is up $400, almost 200%. The 69.50 that was 103 is now 200. What did Chastity say? What did Chastity say? Chastity said power. Did anybody take the call? Did anybody? I didn't take it, but we said after 245. Look at there. Look at what did I say? Look, what did I say? Is it gonna hit? Is it gonna hit that alert? Is that thing gonna ring again? Oh, somebody getting paid. Somebody getting paid. That 69.30 is over $1,000 right now. That joint is 1120. Like this is the same setup. I might have to take this video down. Too much game right here. Did anybody take it? Did anybody get into any of those plays or get into a call on SPY? Did anybody? Anybody? Let's go to SPX because the play is there. Look at there. What did I say? That up to 69.50. Y'all see it. We called this on the play. I'm on Fidelity. I was looking at 80 puts. It was a lot of volume. Gotcha. I did. Joe Gold. What did you get? What percent you get, or how much return did you get? What'd you get? What'd you get? Y'all dropped in plays. Who got it? Who got in the play? Y'all gonna make me start. I'm gonna start coming. I got merch. If you own a business, um, if you own a business and have products and you want to be the sponsor of the show, definitely shoot me an email. You can send me merch. You can send me samples of the products. I only give reviews on stuff that I've actually tried or if I've actually worked with you. So if it's like mortgage industry or tax services, and that's like a case by case basis. But you could be the sponsor of the show. But this one goes off. But I'm definitely gonna have my money gun coming. I'm definitely gonna be on that screen. We're gonna definitely start, letting that money gun rip. Once these plays get called, it went right to the target. We watched it to the T. Like, look at that. Like, you can't call a play. Like, I don't have a magic ball. I just know how the money move right there to the T. I said 69.50. It wick right to it. On to SPY. Did we hit my alert? Y'all see my alert crossing up to 692.73. Hit that bunt high. I told y'all power. We knew the setup. We seen the play. Retested a high. Money was made. These contracts went crazy. Too crazy. Man. Over 100% on all those contracts. Man. That was beautiful. Anybody else grab it? What percentage did y'all get? What did y'all get? 40%. I love it. All right. SPX 6970 call. What percent you get on no one? What'd you get? Oh, no one. I don't know why I was saying oh no one. But this is why I want to come on here. I wanted y'all to see it in real time. We've been on here for 2 hours. I walk y'all through the play. I walk y'all through the setup, letting y'all know what I saw, what I thought. And you see, you got to be quick on your hands, because if you sleep, you'll sleep at the wheel, and you don't take that profit, they're gonna snatch it right back. You're gonna be like, oh, you got to be quicker than that. So you definitely, this is not, if you slow motion, and definitely don't try to do this setup. This is not for you. I did. I mean, it's just sentiment. Yes, congratulations to everyone that got in. If you got in, drop those percentages. Drop how much you made. Wes, did you get in, Wes? I know that setup was on you. Did you take it? Did anybody else take that play? Did you put it on your paper trade? Did you put it in your watch list to watch it play out? We got 7 more minutes, and then we're getting up out of here. Well, I might stay on 15 minutes after. It was like 400%. I know. You can't beat that. So again, if you were on this live and you made some money and you got this for free, and I say I got 2-for-1 one-on-one, it pretty much, I paid you to pay me. I let you pay yourself to pay me. The money's gonna come. The charts are gonna pay us. You just need to know how to find it. You need to know how to see it. You need to know what I'm looking for, what I'm doing. Again, I'm glad y'all caught it live. I told everybody that may want to catch this one live, because I might chop this up or put it as a resale. And yeah, we'll see. I like to be nice though. I ain't gonna charge y'all for everything, but I know y'all getting that tax money, so I got to get it. I paper traded. Great job. That was a good paper trade. I did too. Again, when you're just testing it out, paper trade it. You ain't gotta just jump all in it. Nothing wrong with the paper trade. Nothing. But all right, guys, we're done. We seen it. We seen it go up. We seen it come down. We're done. It's made its move. We're done. No more plays. If you're still trading this, good luck to you. I'm still bearish into Monday. because that's what the sentiment look like. I'm not in the a put, and I'm not gonna swing it, but I am bearish. And a lot of times you can be right and it not print on the trade because of theta. And so we don't have to take the trade just to be right. We can always paper trade it and look at just how it opens Monday. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. But I'm not gonna take anything. I'm still looking at bearish into Monday though. Um, it is good advertising. Thank you so much. I didn't have any more money to trade with. I'm just here to keep learning and earning. That's how you go. We just paper trade it. Even if we ain't got the money, we're gonna paper trade it. Nothing, absolutely, nothing wrong with running out of capital. Respecting again, I didn't overtrade either. I didn't have any more capital. I didn't come run and drop any more money funds in here. It's just like it was just a good play to let y'all see it. Again, I hope y'all made some money. Come back next week. I'm looking to have a February calendar. So, guys, I'll put this out here. I want to do a testimonial, do it like a little 30-minute hour to let people know how it is working with me. So, if you've worked with me, had a one-on-one with me, get with me, shoot me an email. I need one person for every week of February. So, for February, we got 4 weeks. I need 4 people. 4 people that work with me. Don't mind. They're not camera shy. Cameras will be on. We can do it live or we can do it recorded. Whichever one. I'm going to give you the topic. We can practice. But if you work with me, we're going to come on here and let people know what it's like working with Trade with Dr. Chaz. Again, I'm an army of one. I got a couple of foot soldiers. My daughter works for me. I've had to have her clean up bots and um, duplicate accounts on Facebook. My wife is definitely going to be helping me with marketing and with the books. So you'll see advertisement coming from me and from her. But if anybody's ever worked with me, and you want to come on at one of those 4 weeks, we'll probably continue this series into March to seeing how it plays out. But if you want to come on, you're not camera shy, get your hair done, get your nails done, get your fades, get your line up, your crispy, get those moisturize that scalp, and come on live. Talk. We can talk about trades. We'll talk about your trading journey, how you found me, what it's like. Give people a little piece behind, because I think people need to know who I work with, what I do for you guys, and they need to hear from y'all, not just from me. I could just tell them they think I'm probably just selling and marketing, but I want them to hear from some of you that work with me. What your experience has been, and how that journey's going. So 2-for-1 sale for 100 will end at midnight Central Time. That is correct, Central Time. I'm in Texas. This is Central Time. So at midnight Central, that sale will be over. I don't have anything for you other than game after that. Like you, unless you're talking money, I ain't got nothing for you. Oh, where's my cord? Laptop about to die. So let's say it's after midnight because you don't get paid, or you come scramble the money on Sunday and you pay for it. I'm not gonna turn you away. But it does end. I don't have any payment plans after Sunday. You will have to pay by Zelle or Cash App. You shoot the payment, you're locked in. But if you're using Klarna or Afterpay, you have to get with me today so you can get that pay link, and so you can use Klarna or Afterpay. I just asked, chop it and clip it, drop it on YouTube. I might. I do have some Opus clip credits, but dang, I only got 60. So I have to chop half and chop the other half. I might have to edit it myself, or I'll let Opus Clip do it. Shameless plug the Opus Clip. I do like them. It does get the content up pretty nicely. But I think I dropped some gems, so I might do need to chop it up instead of paywalling it. Y'all saw it, y'all see it, y'all are here. But market's about to close. I hope y'all all have a very safe and wonderful weekend. If you got any questions, and you want to, talk to me, I'll probably be available from now until, what else is on my calendar? I'll be available until 4 o'clock. So maybe 5 Central. If you want to talk, shoot me an email. The email is scrolling across the screen. Just send me an email. Say, hey, Chaz, can we talk? If you got a few minutes for a discovery call, I'll shoot you back the telephone number. I'm not going to put my telephone number on here. I don't want random weirdos just calling me. Want people dedicated to who wants to work with me. So if you want to talk, you got questions, want to lock in, shoot me an email. I'll send you the number. We can chat today before 5. If not, there are discovery calls. I think there's $7 on my page. You can get it booked if there's a particular time that you like to speak. But other than that, we're gonna rock it. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Hope y'all had a great week. Again, stay safe. If there's no other questions, we got about 5 more minutes. I'll let the chat kind of catch up with itself. But if y'all don't have any questions, we're gonna get on up out of here. This has been fun. I appreciate y'all. Like the channel, share it. The goal right now is to grow this. I want more people to reach. But listening to again, I'm gonna shout out Diamond Dave again. Um, we want to reach more people, and we might neglect the people we're already in touch with. So I'm glad y'all are here, but I do want to get this in front of some more people. So tell your friends, tell your family, tell your churches. A lot of people think if we talk about money, we can't talk about it as far as the church. Hey, this could grow your church. Your church got a building fund and they keep asking you for money. Hey, get with somebody smart and teach them how to trade. They can start growing that building fund money and not have to take it out y'all pockets. So you got a girl group. Y'all want to take a trip in a couple of months. Y'all can learn how to trade and make the stock market pay for y'all trip in the future. Y'all can come together, all pay as a group, learn together, get paid together, go take a trip together. Fellas, y'all want to go to Vegas, y'all trying to hit Super Bowl, y'all want to get y'all team in. I'm not going, I was going, I'm sorry. I tickle myself sometimes. Um, I ain't gonna hate on nobody team. But if they ain't in the Super Bowl, hope they get there next year. I don't have a team. But y'all can get together. Y'all want to go to the Super Bowl with your team next year. Start trading. Y'all had that money up. Y'all want a guy's trip, family vacation. You and your wife learn how to trade. You and your significant other. Y'all learn how to trade and make the stock market pay for that trip. You're looking to get a house and you need that down payment. And down payment assistance ain't assisting enough. Come learn how to trade. Compound your money. Get your money up. So that's it, you guys. Y'all got about 4 more minutes and then we're gonna get up out of here. I appreciate y'all. Lock in while it's still on sale because prices will go up and I'm not ashamed. I do know my worth and I do know I give you guys a lot of value. All right. Well, and if you guys have enjoyed this, flame that chat up, put some hearts, put those fire emojis, drop those sevens in, let everybody know, like and share this, comment, let people know if you enjoyed this. I appreciate y'all. We got 3 more minutes and then we're out of here. Y'all good? Y'all quiet? I think we good. I was gonna give y'all 2 more minutes. I've enjoyed y'all. This has been fun. We will be back on Saturday. I'm gonna do the. Make sure y'all come back. So I forgot. Come back tomorrow. I'll do another live. It's gonna be Saturday or Sunday. More than likely tomorrow night or Sunday afternoon. We're gonna go over the current week's earnings, the upcoming week's earnings, and get those plays together. So if you enjoyed last Sunday's earnings, make sure you check back for this weekend so we can go over the next set of earnings. So I guess that's it, guys. We got 1 more minute. Nobody saying anything. I think everybody's good. Y'all have a good weekend. Thank you.